going to cut a sweatshirt out of all these panels from, there were 3 sweatshirts that I took apart, and now I'm going to use my own pattern and recut using the panels, and it will be a bit random because each panel is going to be a different size. I try to use up as much of the fabric as I can, so we just not wasting any, and these are the bits that are left over that I will use again for another sweatshirt anyway. But I do love the randomness of it, like not knowing what size the fabric is. I have my design idea, but each sweatshirt is completely unique, and even I don't know what it's going to look like, which I find quite exciting. I got into sustainable fashion after I had worked for the fast fashion industry. So I used to be a designer for shops like Debenhams and things like that, and there was a really fast turnover. The kind of customizing trend came in, more of a trend than trying to be sustainable, I guess. So I was ripping up jeans and things like that. And then I became a fashion blogger and then a journalist. And on one of the things I went on as a journalist, it was to a recycling place. The amount of waste that people were just throwing away, clothing, things from Primark, still with labels, ASOS, lots of vintage clothes. So they were just gems, and basically a lot of it would have been recycled. A lot of it was sent abroad. I don't really know what was happening to it when it went there, and loads of it went to landfill. They just saved what they could, and it was just shocking because there was amazing clothes in there. I started really supporting sustainable makers. I really got into the whole sustainability thing and really wanted to get back into making. It was actually during lockdown when I couldn't get any fabric, and I just decided that I would just use the fabric I had at home. So loads, I'm quite a hoarder. So I had loads of vintage fabric, loads of old clothes, and just started taking them apart and remaking things out of them. I am doing my own social media reels to show everyone how I do it. And I often do this process in time lapse because it can be a bit boring to do it slowly, but yeah, people kind of like it as that kind of SMAR type thing. Is that the right word? ASMR. Edit that. God. Yeah, people kind of like watching it as well, so they get quite a lot of likes because people just like watching you make stuff. But yeah, I'll use loads of different like stills and me working and me talking, or I talk over it and just make loads of reels. But you just need content all the time. But that's what it is to be a small business. You have to do everything. So after I'd made these kind of sweatshirts in lockdown, they became really popular and people were asking me to make them for them. And I had a couple in some shops in Bristol. Then I just realised it could really work. But I was still working day job. I had 2 day jobs and doing this on the side. And then slowly it just became that I could do more and more. And now I